Hi guys, John Jackson here from Alliance Insurance Services, and I wanted to talk to you today about something that we get a lot of questions about here at Alliance, and that is, why do you insure my home for what you insure it for? And so really what we're talking about here is market value versus replacement cost. And that's something that most people don't understand. So I'm just going to get into this. It's not going to take a long time today, but let's talk about what your home is really worth. Also, check out the rad alligator. Yeah, my wife did that. It's pretty cool. So, first thing, market value. That's what most of us think about when we think how much is our home worth, because we think about what we paid for it or what someone else would pay for it. And that's what really market value is all about. Market value is more in the real estate world. It's what your home is worth based on what someone might pay for it and what someone might pay for homes that are similar to yours in location, square footage, all the updates, age, things like that. And so those factors go into determining what your home might be worth on the open market. And that's what market value is. The value of your home on the open market given what someone might pay for it. The example I use in the blog, which you might have found this video from the blog and you may not have, and if not, I suggest you look into it. It's a nice kind of accompaniment to this video. So the example I used on the blog is that if you paid $200,000 for your house and then a little bit later someone offers you $300,000, you wouldn't say, no, my home is only worth $200,000. You would say, yeah, my home's worth $300,000 and you just made $100,000. So that's an example of market value. Someone is willing to pay $300,000 for your home. Well, it's probably worth $300,000, at least to them, right? So that's an example, albeit a rough example, of market value at work. Now, replacement cost is what we in the insurance industry talk about when we think, how much is that home worth? And that's what we try to insure your home for. So when you get a quote from us or from another insurance agency that says your home is worth $320,000 and we're trying to cover your home, what we call coverage A, the dwelling coverage, we cover your home for $320,000. And you think, I paid $250 for my house. Why in the world am I getting this much insurance? So the reason is because we factor value by replacement cost. How much it would cost to replace your home. And it sounds kind of simple when you say it like that, but that's really the nuts and bolts of it. Because what we try to do is figure out how much it would cost to rebuild, God forbid something burns your house to the ground or whatever, we figure out how much it would cost to rebuild your home from the ground up. So we have to factor in things like square footage, materials cost, how long it's going to take to rebuild your home, special features about your home that we have to then recreate, because the goal of insurance is to get you back where you were before a loss occurred. Insurance is all about fixing the problem. It's not about just giving you a check or giving you money. It's about getting you back to where you were, to restoring you to where you were before something bad happened. And so that's what replacement cost is all about. So in the example I just used, say $320,000 of coverage for what you think is a $250,000 home, that's because if your home burned down, it would cost us $320,000 to rebuild it. So if you look at it that way, it makes a lot more sense. It doesn't really matter to an insurance agent how much someone would pay to buy your home, because we can't control that. That's not really what we do. Our wonderful partners in the real estate world, be they real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, whatever they do, that's their area. That's their area of expertise. That's their universe. So we don't really get into that. What we try to do is think, how can we get this person who we have agreed to help back to where they need to be, back to where they started? And so that's what replacement cost is all about. Getting you back to where you should be after a loss. If you still have questions about how we get to the numbers that we get to, please feel free to ask. I mean, that's why we are here. We're here to serve you and to explain these probably pretty complicated things, at least to most people. I mean, that's why you have an agent in the first place. So reach out to us, call us, fill out one of the contact forms below, email us at mail@myallianceinsurance.com, and we'll be happy to reach out and find out how we can better answer your questions so that you can understand why it's $320,000 of coverage or $150,000 of coverage and you paid a lot more for it. Whatever the reason is. I hope that makes sense. Thanks so much for listening and have a great spring.